Hey, welcome back to TrackHoe&Bucket. Hey, I'm gonna give you my honest review of these Holzfforma chainsaws, manufactured in China. This is a 395 XP. Tell you my issues I've had, tell you my upgrades, what I did to this chainsaw. First issue I've had with this chainsaw is this starter assembly. Right here where this bolt goes in, where the rope and the drum assembly goes in here at. This chainsaw has pretty decent compression. Over time, in a short period of time, they break this housing, comes apart in here where that bolt goes in that. So when I replace parts on these Holzfforma chainsaws, I go back with genuine Holzfforma parts. I replace this. And the next issue you're going to have is these studs. These studs right here, they strip out, and so does the nuts. Well, you strip, the metal's not, to me it's not good grade metal they're using. So they're soft grade metal. Replace them with the Holzfforma, the grade A bolts studs, and you don't have no issues with them. The oil assembly on these chainsaws, on the 372s, they give problems. On this one here, I've not had no issues with this 395. So it's held up pretty good on the 395 version. I'll tell you something else. When you order this chainsaw, if you plan on purchasing one of these, to my opinion, these Holzfforma chainsaws, when you order one, just order the power head. The bars, they're not high quality parts. They don't last long. Like I've got the X-Torque 28-inch bar on this. It's a Holzfforma. And get the cover to go over it. 28 inch, 26 inch, or you can cut it off right there and make 24 inch for it. So this one here, I run this one here with a 28 inch bar on it. So my opinion, yeah, these chainsaws are they're decent manufactured. The build quality on the exterior parts, on the cosmetic issue parts, are not that good, but these saws are a good platform to start out with from the original design by Holzfforma. Like I said, every one I order from 372, 395, you run these saws long enough, you know what to expect. So you know not to order the bar and chain. To my opinion, they're junk. The build quality on the internal parts, they seem to hold up. I've never had no issues with a muffler, which you can modify any of these chainsaw mufflers, but I usually will just run them stock. That's my opinion. People have their preferences of what they want to do. Overall, these saws are pretty good, and I'll tell you something else you might as well expect. Two things that's going to give problems on these saws is the coil and the on and off switch. They definitely give problems. So plan on ordering, if you want to run one of these saws and try to maintain it day in and day out, week in and week out, month after month, they will hold up out in the field on the commercial side. That's my opinion. I run these saws just about every other day. Sometimes 3 or 4 weeks at a time, 2 months at a time. But these on-off switches, they give problems. They go out, they go bad. The coils go bad. This on the 395s, where this engine has got so much compression in the cylinder, it breaks that bolt housing assembly in here. So you might as well expect to replace this whole starter assembly. And the studs, number one issue, right off the bat with these 395s XPs. They strip out, to my opinion. They're junk. These saws can be made into a really decent chainsaw over time. If you work with them and you run them long enough, you know what the faults they have, what to expect from them, and they do have decent power. These chainsaws do have decent power. I mean, for the price you pay for these saws, the price of a Husqvarna 395, this is about 1/3 of the price of that. Is about what you want to pay for the power head assembly. Yeah, they do hold up internally. Like I said, I've never had no issues with the 395 or the 372s. I mean, I think Holzfforma put their money where their mouth was on the internal parts, because they do seem to hold up. I mean, they are decent. Yeah, overall, the build quality of these chainsaws are really good. I mean, you're going to, like I said, you're going to have small cosmetic issues with them, and they want you to run the oil ratio on it, I think is 40. I know the original ones was, I think, was either 30 or 35 to 1. They want you to run on this, and here 40 to 1 if I ain't mistaken. But I'll be honest with you, I run 50 to 1 in this design, because the reason why, it's based off the original design of the Husqvarna 372 and the 395 design, and just using them two as an example on the Husqvarna standpoint side. This Holzfforma, I run it on 50 to 1. It's best right off the get-go. I mean, that's what I run it on. You're not going, if you mix the gas oil ratio thicker, you're not going to get the RPMs out of it, because you're having to burn oil. I've noticed that it don't seem to have that much torque into it. But if you run it 50 to 1 right out of the box, summer or winter, it seems to run good. And they do hold up. I've not had no issues internally with these chainsaws, like I said. So I figured I'd give you all a real world review of this Holzfforma 395 XP chainsaw, the G series. Like I said, if you plan on buying one, purchasing one, order just a power head, because the bar assembly ain't worth using. They won't hold up. This is a really good overall chainsaw to use out in the field. And it's heavy now. It's got some weight behind it, this chainsaw does. But you get used to it after a while, even if you carry it all day long. I mean, it's got some weight to it. Can't remember what it weighs, but you carry it around all day, you get used to it. It's just like anything else. So I figured I'd give you all a real world my review, my opinion, and I have a year's experience with Husqvarna and these Holzfforma chainsaws. Now, I will show you this. I will show you this right here, and I don't know if I did this, or if it's just the build quality of this cover. If you can see this right here, they crack. I mean, and they're also painted. I don't know if they, I think that you can see the inside of it. I don't know if the inside's painted or not. It shows to be a little bit painted different on the inside. I mean, maybe it ain't painted on the inside, they just paint the outside of it to make it match. But that really don't matter. But I can't remember if I did this. I think I did this, dropped it, and broke it, but it holds up pretty good. It still performs like it should, even it being broke like that. Yeah, these chainsaws, in my opinion, I mean, here's the way I look at it. People kick against Chinese products. Well, there's a lot of products from automobiles to equipment, no matter what brand it is, it's got parts manufactured in China. I mean, my opinion, China has become the manufacturing hub of the world, and America is no longer leading in that aspects of that category. I think China built some good products, and they build some bad products. But overall, you just got to know what to look for and what brands. But the build quality on this Holzfforma is just as good as, my opinion, as a Husqvarna. So if you're on the market for a chainsaw and you don't know what to expect with this chainsaw, with my review, you can take this review and run with it and expect to change these stud bolts for the bar to Husqvarna genuine parts. Expect to possibly change this on and off switch on these saws, the coils, and this, especially this starter assembly on these 395s. But now, to this date, this thing's got about close to about 2.5, 3 months of everyday use, 5 days a week on this chainsaw. So I've not had no, like I said, I've not had no internal issues with them, and I run them hard. I mean, I don't hold. I mean, I run sometimes 4 gallons a day of fuel through these things, mixed 50 to 1. They don't give no problems internally wise. I've never had no problems with none of these Holzfforma chainsaws. And like I said, people complain, well, it's made in China. So what? There's a lot of even your vehicles, your big name manufacturers like your big three. I'm sure some of their products, some of their parts is made in China. They just don't tell you that, I'm assuming. That's my opinion. So China's come a long ways when it comes to manufacturing. Build quality on their stuff is, I mean, there's some good products coming out of China. I mean, I'm not being sponsored by Holzfforma on this chainsaw. I'm just giving you my truthful opinion on the performance and reliability of this Holzfforma brand. It's been a good saw. I think their work ethic in China is more strict, and in my opinion, they have more pride and honor in the work they do, and they produce a lot of manufactured products for the whole world. China does. But other than that, yeah, it's I'll always be buying them, purchasing them. So you get a chance, if you're going to buy one of these, and if you know what to expect from them, I mean, I'm sure on down the road in the future, Holzfforma will catch on. They'll put, now like their 372s, I got the Pro version. Now it does got all the good parts on it, but now I did have the oiler to go out on it. But now I'd say on down in the future, in years to come, that they'll catch on that they're going to start putting high quality parts on their saws to make them hold up, to catch more people's attention to purchase them. Because once you get these saws out in the field and start using them, and if you're cutting big hardwood timber or any kind of wood, this saw will hold up, but you will find out that the stud bolts won't last, on and off switch won't last, and especially on this 395. If you're going to order one of these, expect when you order a Husqvarna housing assembly for your starter, because you're going to need it. But other than that, internal parts, this thing holds up pretty good. You go with a Husqvarna bar and chain. I mean, I can't tell no difference from running both brands. I mean, they put their heart in manufacturing this in China, and they've done a pretty good. I have to give them credit. Overall, they did a pretty good pretty good job on it. I mean, it's gonna be hard to beat this chainsaw, in my opinion. You can purchase both of them, put them side by side. This thing right here is $395. We'll run with the Husqvarna 395 all day long. Chainsaw, you don't know what to expect. Now you do, because I've got plenty of experience with these Holzfforma chainsaws, and they will hold up. So if you like this review on this Holzfforma G395XP, with the upgrades that I'm explaining here to this platform, you'll do pretty good with it, I promise you. Because like I said, I run these chainsaws. I was kind of weary at first years ago to give them a chance to try them. I ordered 372, had nothing but problems with it. The coils, the on-off switch, but M3 is going to give you problems. Is the on-off switch, the coils, and the oil pump assembly. But on this one here, it's not giving no problems. The oil pump assembly hasn't yet to this day. So if you like this video, subscribe and hit that like button. It helps my channel, my algorithm. So if you in a market for a chainsaw and you don't want to spend the big money right off the bat, and you can buy this for 1/3 the price of original brand, and you know the upgrade you can do to it, it'll hold up just as good as the rest of them. So I figured I'd leave this up to you all, in y'all's opinion. Comment there in the comment section. Let me know what you think. If you got any had any issues with these styles that would help even myself, that I haven't run into yet, or if other viewers can see this and learn from it, and from y'all's comments, shoot away. Hey, like I said, this is TrackHoe&Bucket. I've got more videos coming, and I'll catch you on the other side. See y'all.